You have to do your homework, you have to do your due diligence and make sure that what you are doing in life are the right things. I love smoking meats. When I'm prepared, my cardio is never an issue. It never has been. I honestly would like to get that Frankie fight back. You take a bare knuckle and you put an MMA glove on it and you've got a half an inch or less of padding. So it's not like you have a full boxing glove to eat some of that. It's gonna be pretty much the same thing. The first time I ever saw Jose Aldo fight, I think it was his first WEC fight. It's all about, in wrestling you're taught this at a young age, if you get taken down, you don't let the momentum stop. Once the guy takes you down and he stops the momentum, he has complete control and it's so much harder for you to have to work to try to get back up. I don't hardly ever get taken down at the gym. I remember feeling this in wrestling. You get guys who go out there and their whole goal is to just not get pinned. It's pretty tough to pin a guy who's just trying not to get pinned. Even if you completely dominate them, people will look at that match as a boring match. If a guy's not there to fight, it makes it tough. I'm more of an explosive, blast you off your feet kind of wrestler. I've been wrestling since I was 5 years old, and I've never taken a year off. It's something I've done my whole life. Every fighter I train for, I'm also training for Aldo. I wouldn't want to turn a title fight down. That's the ultimate goal in the sport. I've been working hard my entire life. Elkins is a grinder and an ugly style. I can put people to sleep on their feet, I can take you down and beat a hole in your face and I can submit you. I have power. This is the fight game, where somebody could get seriously injured, and that's what I'm looking to do when I get in there against Conor McGregor. Conor's never faced anybody like me before. I want that belt. I'm on my way, taking it one fight at a time, but I'm coming after it. If I ever came back to the UFC, we'd have to renegotiate a contract cause I'm still at 3 fights left and it's just not worth it to me to get back in there. If we ended up talking and renegotiated and it was worth it to me, I might think about it. The pay part of it, back in the mixed martial arts days, where it's like if you lose you only get half your money, that weighs on you. Mainly because I just have some successful stuff going on outside the fight game, I feel good about life, and for me to really put all that stuff back on hold to get back in there and train full-time, it's got to be worth it, for sure. Frankie is obviously a top-level guy and he's a guy that I know I can beat. I've been a competitor my whole life and I love competing, I love fighting. When I was a wrestler, I loved wrestling. I've always been the type of guy that's worked my butt off and trained hard and done things the right way. Obviously I've fought Aldo twice, and Conor for the fake belt. I feel like me and Frankie have pretty similar styles, as far as our boxing and wrestling. I feel like I have a little more power. For me, fighting, I love competing, but I don't love getting my head beat in. We're not making millions and millions of dollars doing this, so for me it's more of a goal for me to say that I'm the UFC champion. I want to be at the top of my division, and if that's something that I'm not doing and I can't do, then it's probably on to the next adventure in my life. It's just crazy to think of all the stuff that we've done and gone through and accomplished. It feels good looking back. It's been a crazy, wild ride for sure. I'm just going to say Jose is a different beast, man. He's a tough dude. There's no way I'm ever going into any fight looking for a paycheck, looking for a way out. There's no way I'm ever taking a dive. There's no amount of money in this world that could pay me off in a fight. I've been competing since I was 5 years old. I'm going in there to win every single time. I love money. Money is always on our minds. I'm athletic. I finish fights. Conor's a tough guy, but Conor's a guy I know I can beat. I have nothing against Frankie. Jose's a great champion. He's a tough dude. I don't have anything against Bang. There is nothing in my mind that makes me hate the guy or anything like that. This is where I started, this is where I'm going to end, this is what's made me who I am today as a fighter, and I owe everything to Team Alpha Male. There's a lot of guys who don't get to fight a guy 3 times after losing to him twice. What sucks for Aldo is that he just gets injured a lot. We train, we try to be as safe as we can, but you do realize this is MMA, this is a sport where we're continuously beating on our bodies every single day. Visit our website for more quotes, quoting.com.